All right, so you're probably thinking about making your outdoor space a bit more, I don't know, livable,
Yeah.
more resilient.
Yeah.
And you want a patio that can actually handle whatever the weather throws at it.
Right.
Right. So today we are diving deep into patio composite materials. We've got a ton of info to cover.
Yeah.
We really want to give you the insights you need.
We'll be looking at why you might choose composite for your patio, and the signs your current one might need some love,
Oh, yeah.
and why getting a pro to install it can make all the difference. We'll also talk about what to think about if you're in a multi-unit property, the different kinds of composite boards out there,
Okay.
and how to make sure your composite patio really lasts.
Okay, so let's unpack this. When we say patio composite, what are we actually talking about? Why would you even pick this over, say, regular old wood?
Well, I mean, everyone loves a good curb appeal boost, right?
Sure.
And it can definitely increase your property value, but honestly, it's way more than just a pretty face. Patio composite is designed to be tough, to stand up to some serious weather.
Really tough weather.
Yeah, like intense sun, freezing temps, rain, you name it.
Wow.
This stuff is made to last.
No.
So you're making a smart investment that looks great and will hold up for a long time. And unlike wood, which can soak up water and rot, composite, a lot of times, uses these capped polymers.
Oh, okay.
It really cuts down on that water absorption. That's a big part of why it lasts so well.
That's super interesting. And okay, let's be real. Wood can be a pain. Splinters, fading from the sun,
Yeah.
constantly staining and sealing it. Composite pretty much eliminates all of that.
It really does.
It's smooth, it's slip resistant, great for kids, pets, parties.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage.
Huge. And if you kind of zoom out and think about how long it lasts, composite can handle things that would destroy wood. Moisture, termites, general wear and tear. You're looking at a patio that'll stay beautiful for years.
Okay.
You don't have to babysit it. That's a world of difference compared to the constant upkeep wood needs.
Now, I think a lot of us might have patios that are, showing their age a little bit. What are some of the red flags that it's time to consider a renovation?
Yeah, so you want to watch out for some obvious things, like, are there cracks?
Okay.
Are there areas where water just sits there instead of draining away?
Right.
Any wobbly railings?
Yeah.
These aren't just little annoyances. They could mean there are bigger problems lurking underneath.
That makes sense. So catching these things early could prevent some major headaches later on.
Exactly. Even on an older patio, regular maintenance can stop those small issues from turning into big, expensive repairs.
Right. And on top of those structural issues, what about just the way it looks?
Yeah. So is the color faded? Are there soft spots when you walk on it?
Okay.
Is it starting to warp or twist?
Right.
Those are pretty clear signs that an upgrade to something like composite is a good idea. Renovating isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about bringing back the beauty and function of your outdoor space.
Right. So composite sounds like a pretty strong contender.
Yeah.
Let's dive into its advantages, specifically for decking.
Okay.
Why choose composite over other decking materials out there?
Well, everything we've looked at really points to how incredibly durable it is. Unlike wood, which can warp and rot from moisture and bugs, composite is made to resist all of that.
Right.
It'll last longer, you'll need fewer repairs, it's a win-win. Solid composite boards, for instance, are much denser than wood, and they're built differently inside. That makes them a lot stronger.
And the low maintenance is a huge plus for me, honestly.
Oh, for sure.
The idea of not having to seal, sand, and paint every spring.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's a dream. It means more time to actually enjoy the patio.
And there's so much variety now. Composite decking comes in tons of styles, colors.
Really?
Oh, yeah. You can even get textures that look just like real wood grain, so you don't have to sacrifice looks for toughness.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can find options that perfectly match your style.
And we can't forget the environmental side of things. Our research shows that composites can be a greener choice than wood.
Absolutely.
It's often made with recycled plastics and wood fibers, keeping that stuff out of landfills.
That's a big deal for a lot of people nowadays.
Absolutely.
Choosing composite often means you're making a choice that's better for the planet. That's a major benefit, beyond just how well the material performs and how easy it is to take care of.
All right, now let's talk about actually getting this done. Our sources are pretty clear.
Yeah.
Get a professional deck contractor to install your composite patio.
Yeah.
Why is that so important?
Put simply, if it's not installed right, your patio won't be safe, it won't last, and it won't look good.
Right.
Professional contractors know how to make sure the structure underneath is solid, the boards are put in correctly so they don't warp or buckle,
Okay.
and everything's up to code and safe.
That makes a lot of sense. They also know a lot about design and materials.
For sure.
They can help you choose what's best for your needs and your property.
Totally. And while DIY might seem like a way to save some money up front, hiring pros can actually save you money and time in the long run.
Oh, okay.
They prevent those costly mistakes that could really damage your deck and shorten its lifespan.
Right.
They have the right tools, they've got the experience, and they know what they're doing. It's a much smoother process.
Our sources lay out some key benefits of going pro. Expert installation, making sure everything is structurally sound and meets codes.
Yeah.
Also, saving time. These installers can get it done way faster than most homeowners could.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the warranty. A lot of contractors offer warranties on their work and the materials.
Exactly, which gives you that extra peace of mind.
Yeah.
And they can often give you custom design options, tailoring the patio to exactly what you want and need. That can be tough to do yourself.
So let's switch gears a bit. What about people living in or managing multi-unit properties?
Right.
What are some special considerations for those situations?
In those cases, it's all about preventing problems before they happen and making sure things run smoothly for residents. Yearly inspections are crucial.
Right.
You've got to catch things like water damage or weak spots in the structure early before they become huge, expensive problems across multiple units.
Makes sense, especially in a shared living space.
Totally.
And waterproofing. It sounds like that's super important in multi-unit buildings.
Oh, absolutely. It's essential to protect the whole structure. Things like Duradeck, a really durable, walkable vinyl membrane,
Oh, okay.
or liquid applied membranes, basically coatings that create a seamless waterproof barrier, are vital. They prevent that water damage that could affect not just one unit, but the ones below it, too.
And safety is obviously a big concern, especially in common areas. Our source mentions strong custom railings.
Yeah, having those railings makes things safer for everyone, but it also just looks better. It gives the property a more polished, consistent look.
Yeah, I can see that.
And finally, timing is key. If you can, schedule renovations during the off-season.
Right.
It minimizes the inconvenience for everyone living there.
Okay, so we've talked about why composite is great and who should install it.
Yeah.
Now let's get into what's actually out there, the different kinds of composite deck boards.
Okay, so our sources point out a few main types. Hollow boards are lighter, which makes them easier to work with during installation.
Okay.
And they're usually a bit easier on the wallet.
And then there are solid boards.
Right. Solid boards, they're the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Much stronger, more stable. Because they're denser and don't have that hollow core, they can handle more weight. They're often the better choice for high traffic areas or if you have specific building needs.
I see. The information also mentions composite boards with realistic textures.
Yeah.
It sounds like the technology has come a long way in imitating real wood.
It really has. Now you can find composite boards that look and feel almost exactly like different types of wood grain.
Wow.
So you get the beauty without the hassles of real wood, like constant staining or worrying about splinters.
Okay, so you've invested in this beautiful, durable composite patio. How do you make sure it lasts as long as possible?
Regular cleaning is your best friend. Just sweep up leaves, dirt, anything that falls on it.
Okay.
Every so often, wash it with mild soap and water.
Okay.
That'll go a long way in preventing stains and keeping it looking its best. And whatever you do, don't use harsh chemical cleaners.
Okay. Hey, good.
They can damage the composite material.
So keep it simple, no harsh stuff. What else can we do to protect our patios?
Furniture pads.
Furniture pad.
Put those under your outdoor furniture.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a simple thing, but it'll prevent a lot of scratches and dents.
Smart.
And make sure there's good airflow under the deck.
Go.
It'll help keep moisture from building up. It's less of an issue with composite than with wood, but still good practice.
So just to recap those best practices. Clean it often, no harsh chemicals.
Yeah.
Check it every once in a while for little cracks or loose boards. Use those furniture pads and make sure water drains properly.
Exactly. And to give you an idea of how long this stuff can last, a high-quality composite deck, properly cared for, can easily go 25 to 30 years.
Right.
That's a long time. And that's mainly because it's so resistant to rot, decay and cracking, things that would normally take down wood decking.
So it really does sound like Patio Composite is a great option for anyone looking to create or upgrade their outdoor space. It's tough, it's low maintenance, it looks fantastic, and it can even be a more sustainable choice.
It ticks all the boxes.
Yeah, it really does. So when you're planning your next patio project, keep all these things in mind. It'll help you make the best choices and create a beautiful, functional space you can enjoy for years to come.
Absolutely.
And here's a final thought. Composite decking lasts so much longer than wood and needs so little upkeep.
Yeah.
What other parts of our homes or even our lives could benefit from similar innovations?
That's a great question.
It's something to think about as you're designing your dream outdoor space. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Thanks for having me.